All right, so we are live on Facebook and YouTube. There's something interesting today with the world happening technology-wise, and I don't know, I cannot exactly figure out what the problem is. I was not able to start at 10:00 as usual on Thursday mornings. Do you see it on YouTube also?
Yes.
Okay, so the full screen?
Yes.
Because on my side it looks like I'm just in a corner. Okay, well that's great, very good. All right, guys, so let me just go ahead and adjust this over here, and we're gonna just get going. So today, I'll let you guys get in here. Something happened with the Facebook Live event. I went live on Facebook right now, but I had already scheduled an event. So I sent out a link on YouTube. Hopefully you guys were able to access the event on your preferred platform. And I don't know what's going on right now with technology today. Sorry about that, guys. But we're here to talk about the marketing opportunities in 2021. For those of you guys listening in on the podcast, this is going to be a very highly visual episode because I'm going to be breaking down the different sections in my whiteboard of the Manychat platform. If you have not heard about what Manychat is, then you probably have not heard about my content much because I talk about Manychat a lot. We are the top performing Manychat agency. We have built the most powerful bot in the world, and we have the evidence to show you about that. We have the awards and we have the accolades, and we've done a lot of great stuff. We have walked the talk in Manychat. I'll tell you exactly what Manychat is all about in a second. But I wanted to briefly start with the subject of list building. So for those of you guys that are on the podcast, listen this to the audio format. You can listen in and hopefully get educated. I will give you some of those basics that you might need right now. But in order for you to be able to take advantage of this session the most, we're going to put the links below on this episode on the show notes so you can access the YouTube Live and the Facebook Live if you prefer to be on Facebook. So I can tell you right now that Manychat is one of those great opportunities. Recently, a couple of weeks ago, I did a whole episode on lead generation in 2021, and I talked about my favorite platforms for lead generation. As you may or may not know, depending on how many of my videos you have seen, I don't talk about things that I have not done myself. I don't talk about strategy that I haven't proven to be successful. Whatever I talk to you about has been walked and has been implemented, and I have seen results with the implementation of the strategies that I'm talking about. For example, Manychat is a platform that we've used from the early stages of the development of the platform, that when nobody knew what chat marketing was, when nobody knew that there was such a thing as Facebook Messenger marketing, when nobody even understood that Messenger was being utilized by businesses to generate sales, revenue, leads, and all that good stuff that we all need as businesses to continue moving forward. Well, I was already jumping on that particular opportunity, which I believe is one of the important qualities of a good marketer or a good business owner, is being able to recognize opportunities, not make opportunities, recognize them and jump all over them. I'm not trying to make waves, I'm trying to ride them along the way. And these waves in this environment, they come and go, and they come and go really, really fast. So you have to jump on them. You got to ride them as hard as you can. You got to leverage them to get as much value as possible from that opportunity. And then you got to move on to the next one fast as soon as that one stops being an opportunity. In 2020, there were many changes that happened with chat marketing. Facebook Messenger made a lot of changes, and they adjusted a lot of rules to try to avoid becoming the next email marketing platform. They did not want to become recognized as a spam engine. They did not want to be another email marketing. They wanted to be something different. Chat marketing is more of a communication platform to provide value, engage, and interact. It's not a direct sales marketing machine. Chat marketing is more of a inbound marketing machine, meaning that you provide value, you educate, you inspire, you entertain, you connect with people, you give superior value and service, and that marketing comes back to you. People reach out to you, they buy your stuff, many times without you even having to ask for the sale. And that's the 2021 opportunity. Chat marketing gives that opportunity for you to be able to connect with people, because you also got to recognize that the world has changed dramatically in how we operate. Today, as I'm recording this right now, we're live here on Facebook, we're live on YouTube. The world has changed so much that the cell phones are not even being utilized as a phone calling device as much as they used to. Not even close. Right now, softwares have updated. For example, the iOS device on an iPhone, when one of the recent updates, iOS 14, whenever somebody receives a phone call, that phone call happens on the back of that phone. It doesn't even interrupt what you're doing. If you have an iPhone, which 50% of you guys out there do, especially in the US, you know what I'm talking about. You can be on your email, you can be on your text, on Messenger, you can be on any of these apps, on Facebook, and that phone call that comes in from anybody, doesn't matter if it's your wife, your husband, your employee, your employers, no matter who it is, it goes on the background of whatever you're trying to do. And that's just the way it is. So you can actually decline it or answer it, but it doesn't interrupt what you're doing, which means that things have changed dramatically. Phones are not really for phone calls anymore. They're more for engagement on chat marketing platforms. They're more for social media profiles and engagement on these social profiles, for email, and for visual communication and utilizing your fingers with it. That's what phones have become over the years. They are data-driven right now. Sometimes we get phone calls and we get upset by people calling us. We don't like that. We don't like anybody cold calling us. We don't like anybody reaching out to us to offer products and services that we are not asking for, what they call outbound marketing. We don't want any of that. People reaching out to us without us reaching out to them first. And that's basically what has transpired over the last decade or so that has put us at a spot right now in which chat marketing and Manychat, messenger marketing, and text messaging marketing become a major part of your marketing strategy right now in 2021. If you just buy lists from companies and from businesses, and just let's say that you are an old school business owner, old school marketer, something that was really valuable in the year 2010, even 2005, even 2015 still, was to be able to buy a list of people that have emails and phone numbers, and you could call these people, not knowing that they were expecting a phone call, not even knowing that you had their contact information, and you will be able to generate a sale, generate a lead, get attention, and have these people reach out, and even have them open up your emails. Right now, if you buy a list of phone numbers and you start cold calling them, cold calling meaning they're not reaching out to you, you're reaching out to them without them even giving you permission to reach out. You're gonna see things like, for example, on the iPhone, it's gonna say something like spam risk. If you get a phone call from an unrecognized 1-800 number, iPhone will tell you automatically that it's a spam risk phone call. You can go ahead and decline it. And that's just the way that it's happening in this particular environment in 2021. That being said, Manychat right now stands in front of this marketing landscape as one of the greatest opportunities out there, because it is going beyond that phone call, cold calling interaction on this environment, and it's helping you connect with people through Facebook Messenger, through text message, and through email marketing. So I want to talk about that subject because over the last 3 years, I have been diving really deep into it. For the first 2 years, for the first year and a half, Manychat was all about Facebook Messenger, and it was a messenger marketing platform. The only thing that you could really do is, which was still really powerful, was bring people from Facebook, from Instagram, from your email list, from other platforms, and you can actually bring them into your Manychat channel, which is messenger marketing. That's something that you could do back then for the last 2 years, and I was able to create some really big channels with that exact process right there. At some point, things started changing, and Manychat, we were fortunate enough that the people in charge and driving the engine of Manychat were on top of their game, and they kept optimizing and adjusting and fixing their platform. So whenever Facebook changed the rules, they were ready for those rule changes. The opportunity of Facebook Messenger only disappeared. Why? Because Facebook incorporated rules. In all honesty, I don't blame them for making these changes, because the way that it was going, in the direction that it was going, Facebook Messenger was going to be ruined by all of us, including myself, because we were taking advantage of the incredible simplicity of bringing people into Facebook Messenger and having these people open up messages at 95% open rates. It was an incredible thing. If you think about the difference between email marketing, best case scenario, you have a 20 to 22% open rate. Anything above that does not exist anymore. So when you have the ability to send a message to 100 people and get 22 people to open it, that's cool, right? But how about if you get 100 people on your list and you get 95 of them to open up your messages? That was Facebook Messenger at its best. So it was great. We rode that wave. I utilized that particular platform to generate millions, and I mean millions and millions of subscribers along the way. Awards like this one right here. This one is a Manychat bot, most engaging bot award that we got in the subject of building a bot. It's the bot that produced the most interaction and the most connection with the people out there, and I was able to generate a lot of leads and revenue from this bot. That opportunity disappeared a little bit and was replaced by another one. So at some point in 2018, instead of 2019 actually, instead of becoming messenger marketing, it was moved over to chat marketing. And Steve, I want to make sure that we're okay on YouTube because I'm getting a signal over here. And let me know if we're fine on that side too. Seems to be okay? All right, something is going on with technology today, guys. So 2020 became more into let's get focused on chat marketing. And what a lot of people started doing is they started jumping off the messenger marketing bandwagon and they started doing other things and they missed out on the opportunity. So what Manychat did was they adjusted themselves and they became a platform where you can capture identities and connect your messenger world with your text messaging world, with your email world. So you're looking at a platform like Messenger that has 90% open rates and above, text messages which has 95% open rates and above, and email that has 20% open rates, industry averages around the world. The combination of these free platforms are what Manychat is all about. So right now, in summary, Manychat is a platform where you can actually communicate to people in free, completely separate platforms. Facebook Messenger, email, and text messages, their phone numbers. These free platforms combined give you the power of Manychat. At some point in 2021, that list is going to expand. Right now, there's a beta going on. Some people have access to it. That is exclusively for Instagram direct messages and WhatsApp messages. If you guys know a little bit of the story of Facebook, Facebook owns Instagram and they also own WhatsApp. What they call the APIs have been opened, and now Manychat is working on getting this integration to happen. So very soon, you're gonna be able to create a conversation. There's one world, and that world is called Manychat. And Manychat doesn't do anything by itself. Manychat allows you to connect all these worlds. So this is the Manychat world over here. And what Manychat allows you to do is to structure one message over here. This is one message. And you can decide where do you want to place that exact message. You can place that message on Instagram DM, or you can place it on email, or you can place it on Messenger, or you can place it on SMS, which is people's phones, or you can place it on WhatsApp. Or you can place it in all 5 of them at the same time. Or, you know what you can do? You can get one message into SMS and then say, once they read that message, send them another message here. And then 24 hours later, send them a message on email. And then send them a message on Instagram. And then do this. All of that can be done in Manychat. Manychat allows you to build these conversations. It is a conversational builder engine. It allows you to create a vision about what journey you want to put a prospect through, and you can build out that journey inside Manychat. That's what Manychat is all about. It is that powerful tool that allows you to connect these worlds and make them all interact and talk to each other in the places where people have their attention. So Manychat by itself, it's nothing. Manychat, it is a connector of worlds. You have 5 different worlds here in this example. SMS, we all have a phone. We all open up our text messages. The numbers are over 95% of people that get a text message will open up that message. That is attention at a broad scale. Messenger, a lot of us here, if you're on YouTube, I don't know if you're a Facebook hater, a lot of people went into shutting down and deleting Messenger, but I can tell you the numbers. 70% of the people in the United States have Facebook Messenger. So 7 out of 10 human beings have Messenger, and they use it a lot to interact with their families, with their friends, to have conversations, to have group chats, to have video chats, and to interact with businesses. Facebook Messenger also gets opened at 90% open rates. Email, we all have emails, right? The problem with email is that we all have many emails. We only have one phone number, but sometimes we have 5 emails, 6 emails, and we don't open up a lot of these things. And also at the same time, platforms like Gmail have made it easy for you to actually exclude promotional messages from your inbox and put other things on spam and keep things that you only care about inside your inbox. So email marketing still has a value. It's still very important and powerful, but if you accumulate 100 leads, if you bring in 100 people into your world, understand this, 80 of those people will not even see your follow-up emails and messages, which means that one lead on Facebook Messenger is almost 5 times more valuable than an email list lead, right? Why? Because you're looking at 90+% open rates versus 20% open rate. It's just common sense. Same thing with a phone number. A phone number today is extremely valuable, way more valuable than an actual email. So whatever you're doing to accumulate leads, make sure that you're including phone number extraction as part of the process. One of the major changes that we've done over the years in the world of marketing in general is that we don't even allow somebody to opt in to something unless they give us their phone number. If we're giving out a resource, a mini course, some kind of quiz, we're doing a survey, anything that we do, we extract phone numbers, because I'm not going to give somebody my value if they're not willing to give me back something that is going to allow me to string a connection with them long term. If they don't want to give me their information, then I'm not going to give them my value. And that's a fair deal. So you got to understand how these platforms operate, and they're all important, but they're all separate. So the fact that you can have one platform called Manychat help you communicate in all 5 platforms with one single conversation tells you how massive this opportunity is. And I'm going to give you some of the basics on how the platform works in a second. Emails are 20% open rates. Instagram direct messages, you're looking at, again, 90% open rate on these messages, especially with regular people that are not influencers that have millions of messages coming in every year. WhatsApp, 90% open rates on these messages. So when you combine all these platforms, you have the ability to communicate to people across platforms, and now you start controlling your own audience. So the purpose of having Manychat here is controlling your own destiny. One of the biggest mistakes that I have done in my marketing career is think about just focus on bringing people from Facebook direct to a sales page and doing nothing but that. Why would that be such a big mistake? Because I am still putting my destiny in the hands of Facebook. I don't get to control my relationship. I always have to bring them through a particular route that allows me to control that conversation from that point on. Facebook is incredibly powerful and Instagram is incredibly powerful when it comes to building audiences. And top of the funnel, people that are contacting you for the first time and acquiring first-time customers. But if you're not building your world outside of social media, on Messenger, on SMS, on email, on Instagram, on WhatsApp, if you're not working on building your world, you're missing out on the value of these platforms that allow you to converse with people and build these relationships along the way. That's what it is. It is a relationship builder on steroids, and it allows you to make that connection with people outside the social media channel. That's what Manychat is all about, and that's why I'm a big fan of it, and I'm one of the biggest advocates of the Manychat platform itself. I've been doing this for quite a few years, so let's see. Are we okay on Facebook and YouTube still, Steve?
Yeah, YouTube's still going. Facebook's still going.
So if you guys have questions, anything that you would like to check with me, or like anything that you want me to cover, please go ahead and post it in the comments on Facebook or YouTube, and I will get to it at some point. I am now going to show you guys inside the Manychat platform. This is Manychat right here, and in order for you guys to understand Manychat, I'm going to just break down the different areas of it. So Steve is going to be zooming into the different sections because I want to show you. When you go to Manychat.com, one of the first things that you got to do is you're going to create an account. Now, I'll tell you that if you want to go through my affiliate link, then that is a way that you give a little bit back to me. You can go to ManuelSuarez.com/Manychat. And I'm going to write it right here. If any of you guys want to go for that link and set up, you can actually set up a free account. But once you want to get some things going, you're going to have to pay a little bit of money to have all the capabilities of the platform. You're going to be limited if you don't. I can tell you that you can have a free account up to 1,000 subscribers. So you can bring in 1,000 people into the platform and not pay anything, but anything above that, you're going to have a paid account. But the other thing to note is that a lot of the things that I teach, that I talk about, are not going to be available if you don't have a paid account. So you can go to ManuelSuarez.com/Manychat, and that takes you straight to Manychat.com for you to create your own account. So ManuelSuarez.com/Manychat. Okay, so once you go in there, if you are an admin of your Facebook page, if you are the one responsible for that Facebook page, you're going to have the ability to connect that Facebook page to Manychat. There's going to be a few steps that you got to get done. For example, if you go over here, this is, for example, Dr. Eric Berg's messenger bot, Manychat bot. If you go over here on the left-hand column, by the way, today we're doing a little bit of a darker color on the set, because otherwise you will not be able to see the screen really well over here. So hopefully you guys can see it well enough. If you go to the column over here on this side, okay, this section over here, that one of the first things that you got to do, once you connect your messenger bot, you're going to connect your Facebook Messenger on it. You're going to connect it. That's going to allow you to start bringing people in that message your page on Facebook Messenger. If you go to settings over here, there's a couple of things that you got to get done over here. And one of those things is getting your SMS set up and getting your email set up. It's very simple things to get done. You're going to go over here to SMS, and you're going to go over here to email. And once you go to SMS, you're going to just accept a couple of things, and you're going to be able to now send some messages. It's very simple to get that set up over here. Over here, you can see that there's a button that says disable or enable. Well, you're going to enable that, and you're going to just accept a couple of pop-up messages, and now you have the ability to also receive messages by a specific number. This one over here, you can see that I have a specific number assigned. That's a phone number that I have assigned over here. People can send me messages there, and I can also send messages out. So Facebook Messenger is free. You don't have to pay to send a message unless you're going to do a paid promotion. Text messages, you have to pay 1 cent for every text message that you sent, of 160 characters or less. or you're gonna pay 2 cents for every text message that you sent that includes longer than 160 characters and images or something else like a GIF. If you do emojis, for example, you're gonna pay 2 cents for every message that you send out. But text-only messages is 160 characters, 1 cent per text message. That's gonna cost you money. On the email, the way that they have it set up right now is a 0.001 per email that you send out. So if you send 100 messages, well, that's gonna cost you $1 right there, right? So these are things that, actually 100 is gonna cost you 10 cents right there. 100 emails is gonna cost you 10 cents, right? So this is something that you're gonna set up over here on these sites and on the settings. And you can see here that you're gonna have different options over here. For example, you have WhatsApp, you have Instagram, you have Messenger, you have integrations, you got email, you got your billing, and then you have apps that you can install to make things more friendly. For example, you can install Google Sheets on Manychat. So that's a free app that you can install. If, for example, somebody comes in and gives you their email and their phone number, well, you can have Google Sheets connected, that information gets instantly added to a Google Sheet of your selection. Very simple. It becomes more of a CRM. Those of you guys that don't know, because you're not deep into marketing, what a CRM is, customer relation management software. So this platform by itself allows you to capture these identities, and now you, as a business owner, are in control of your own destiny. That's the beautiful thing about the platform. You are now in control of that conversation and that flow, and you can decide when to communicate to these people, when you have special announcements, special messages, flash sale deals, you want to generate more leads, you need more attention. You don't depend on the Facebook algorithm putting your message in front of people. You don't depend on Instagram liking you enough to feed you to your followers. That's the main difference over here. You get to control that relationship once you have them in this world. Okay, so this is just a start. I realized that I had to give you guys some of the basics of Manychat and how it works, because a lot of people haven't even gotten started with the process of building their own Manychat channel. So I want to make sure that you guys have those basics and get started. I know some people that are here already are set up and rolling with Manychat, but I'm going back to the setups and the basics of like the power of the platform itself. All right, so for example, you can see here, guys, the power of, for example, this is Dr. Berg's bot. This is one that I built myself with these two hands. It's been going on for about 3 years, and it's an incredible marketing engine. This one over here generates thousands of messages. In this example, you can see here that we have 8,000 live chat messages right now that we have not answered. The interaction is off the charts, next level, incredible. So we want to make sure that we build a conversation with people that doesn't just overwhelm the system and people are asking questions and we don't give them a response back. What you can do with Manychat is do automation throughout the entire flow, which means that if somebody says, if I go over here and I type in the word, let's see if we can do a live example over here on this. I'm going to go to m.me/Dr. Eric Berg. And let's see what the power of the platform is. I'm going to go to, I'm in here with Dr. Berg, okay? So I'm going to go over here, and you can see this is Dr. Berg's messenger bot. I want to say something like, no need to zoom in. We're good on this one. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to say something like, Doc, I want to learn keto. Can you help me? All right, so let's see what happens with this one. Doc, I want to learn keto. Can you help me? Maybe that's not programmed right now. Or maybe it's taking longer than I hoped for. Okay, so actually over here we got, let me see what this message is. Oh, the keto quiz. All right, so Good. So I texted that thing right there. It took a little while to get the message, but it automatically triggered some action. So by me interacting with the bot, I programmed it to give me a response back. So again, this was not scripted. So I'm showing you what the power is, because this is anything that you want to have happen can happen over here. If somebody says like, I want to learn keto, you can be like, hey, I know you want to learn keto. Let me give you the basics. Let's start with this keto quiz right here. So here's the quiz. Welcome to the keto quiz. I put this together to help you get a better understanding of keto. I'll let you know when you answer correctly, and if you answer wrong, I'll let you know the right answer before moving on. Then at the end, I'll give you your final quiz score. Ready to start? Just click the button below. So let's click to start the quiz. Let's see what happens here. Great, let's get started sending you the first question now. So this one right here has a little image right there. Question 1 of 9, true or false? The following macros describe the keto diet. 5% carbs, 20% protein, 75% fat. Click on one of the buttons below to answer. I'm gonna say that's true. All right, so let's see. Okay, there's a video over here. I can click on this video over here.
So well done, your answer is correct.
My answer is correct. That's cool.
20% protein and 75% of your total calories.
Okay, so you can embed these videos over here. Now this is question number 2. You can embed the videos over there. You can send them to another video. You can get them to YouTube. All of it is a conversation that you can build yourself. You can decide exactly what happens in this conversation step by step. At the end of things like that, at the end of a quiz or a mini course or a resource or something that I give to people, I will have an opportunity to present an offer. This is all happening inside Messenger. Now, the other thing to note is that at the beginning of the conversation, I will have the ability to extract the phone number and the email, which means that even if Facebook Messenger has a rule that I cannot communicate to these people after 24 hours, I have the ability to bring them back to Messenger because I have their phone number and I also have their email. And that's an example of the power of the platform. If you guys go to m.me, the Ninja Marketer, that is my Messenger channel. And let's do the same thing. We're gonna have over here and we're gonna say like, I wanna do a quiz. Welcome to the Facebook Marketing Ninja Quiz. All right, so we're gonna get a quiz done right here. And this quiz is composed of 3 levels. This will be the first one, level 1. All questions will have multiple choice answers. The goal here is to, and I have a little image right here, Facebook ads basic. Let's do this, Manuel. Look at that, it even has my name on it. So this is something that I can automate with Manychat. Only possible with a platform like Manychat like that. There's a couple of other competitors out there that allow you to do this, but Manychat is the champion in this particular world right there. Okay, so I can start the quiz right here and I can get going with the quiz and give people some value and educate them along the way, which is eventually going to lead towards them reaching out to me, asking to buy our products and services and somehow connect with us with another product that we have going on. So here's the question. What is the cheapest platform to advertise on today? And I give them a couple of options over here. Your local newspaper, radio advertising, television ads, Facebook and Instagram. Well, let's see if we do television ads. What happens with television ads? The system is trying to figure out if it's the right answer or the wrong answer. And sorry, Manuel, nope, it's not the right answer. Okay, picture of me. Correct answer is Facebook advertising with over 2.5 billion active users. Actually, it's already 3 billion. And the most advanced targeting software is the best and cheapest way to reach people interested in your brand. Okay? And then we go on to the next question. All right, so that should give you an idea of things that you can create over here. Some of the main things that we do, there's about 5 of them. We do quizzes, surveys to get data so we can service people better, flash sale deals. We do coupon bonanzas. For example, somebody wants to, similar to the gas station lotto tickets that you can buy, that you can scratch and try to get a winner. Well, we do things like that on Facebook Messenger with physical products that somebody can have a chance to win anywhere from 10% to 90% discounts. And we put them through the Messenger channel. We give them a discount, which is all like randomized. and we can select how many we want to give of the 90%, how many we want to give of the 10%, and we generate leads on steroids. And that's basically what we do. And we do mini courses, we do resources, but at the same time, we're working aggressively towards getting our audience on the platform itself. So that being said, let me show you some of the channels that we've done over here. Okay, just so you guys know that we are walking that talk. So if you look at this particular channel over here, which is the Dr. Eric Berg channel, and we go to the home, bot overview, who here would like to get a list this size? 833,000 people on this list. These are people that have given us phone numbers, emails, and subscribers on Messenger. We have hundreds of thousands of people interacting with this bot every month, engaging with it and getting value from it, and on automated sequences that are going to give them an introduction into the Dr. Berg world of content and value. Here's another example of another one that we built over here. And it does not take rocket science to build one of these bots out. It is very simple visualization and creating it so you can know exactly how to put people through a particular journey. This one over here is our own brand over here, the one, my dad content. It's called 𝗟𝗢𝗥𝗘 TV. And we service the Latin community in the US, worldwide in 9 countries, but our main business is in the US. This is a business that went from 0 in 2008 and 2 employees, which is my wife and myself, to $22 million and 150 employees in 2020 in the US only. I'm going to go to bot overview, and if you look at our statistics and our expansion, it's directly connected with having lists like this. This is easily one of the biggest Manychat channels on the planet, and I challenge anybody out there to show me a bigger channel than this, no matter who you are. 1.4 million people on this platform alone. This is one of the best things that we've done marketing-wise, and we just bring people into it. How have we generated so many people into this list? I'll tell you exactly what the main things that we've done over the years, right? So again, manuelsuarez.com/Manychat. The main strategies that we've done. Free resource. That will be the first one. We created a cheat sheet, which we called a food guide. And we had my dad do a little video to talk about it, and it became a massive lead generation engine. And it wasn't even a complicated video. It was a video on an iPhone 8. And that video helped us produce easily about 500,000 leads. It was a video of him with a printed sheet saying that he put together the slimming foods and the fattening foods for them to easily access which one was going to be which ones they should focus on their diets when they're going out on the street and going to restaurants, etc. A cheat sheet type of thing. Mini courses. Individual skills being given to people. Individual problem solving. I'm not talking about 7,700 ebooks, 7,700 page ebooks. I'm talking about one problem being solved. How to sleep a good night. How to have a good night's sleep. That's one problem that you're solving. How to get rid of the Candida albicans infection in your body. How to increase your metabolism now. How to exact things that you can handle. We did a lot of problem solving like that, brought them in. We helped them solve their problem. In exchange for solving their problem, we acquired phone numbers and emails and identities to be able to put into our customer journey. That was another one, a big one. A lot of social media content. Social media content. Enormous quantity of quality content across social media. Why? Because when you do a lot of social media content and it's valuable content, people eventually interact with you and it snowballs. So for example, if somebody comments on any of the posts that we have on social media, they will instantly get an invitation into our Manychat channel. If you, for example, go to any of the pages. Like I'm gonna go right now, FB, it's FB dot / the shark daemon. Okay, it's facebook.com, the shark daemon. You guys don't know who the shark daemon is. He's an absolute rock star, and he is one of the top business entrepreneurs in the world. Somebody that we work with him every day over here, and we built this Manychat channel. If I go to any of his Facebook posts and I comment on it, for example, let's go and check out. No, I don't want to comment as Damon John. I want to comment as myself. Let me change that. I'm going to comment as myself. And I'm going to say, this is very cool. All right, so I said, this is very cool. All right, you can see that right here. So what happens now is that Damon sends me a message whenever I do that, and it's pretty powerful because I am interacting with his messenger, with his Facebook post, and I'm just engaging with him, and then he recognizes that, not him, the bot, the system, and then he provides a conversation with me along the way. So you can see here, boom, what happened with Damon John? What's up, Manuel? Thanks for your comment. How well can you speak like a shark? Test your knowledge with this quiz I put together. Click the button below to get access. So, I don't know who's getting blown away, but I blow myself away sometimes when I see this stuff happen. So I just engage with a post, and I just put a little comment right there on the Facebook post. And I said, this is really cool. And I instantly got a message on Messenger from Damon John. What happens here next is that I have two things that are gonna happen. Either I click on that button that says get access right here, that automatically got sent to me with the Manychat being programmed, or I don't. If I click on it, I am now a subscriber of his Messenger channel. But not only that, Manychat is going to try to get my phone number and email, and I have to voluntarily give it to them. Once I do, it becomes lead generation on steroids. So I am leveraging organic platforms and paid platforms across social media to get people on the platform. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on get access, and let's see what happens next. I believe he's not gonna ask me for my phone number and email because it already has it. But if it doesn't have it, he's gonna check that as a condition. If I don't have the phone number, he's gonna check for it first. He's gonna ask for it first. But now I'm gonna start a quiz in Messenger. And I already have all that information in there, and I get to give these people value, and in exchange, I can market to them things along the way. So look, they're confirming my email over here. I'm not gonna show you guys my actual, you can see my email over here. You guys wanna send me an email, you can. I don't answer every day, but I can probably get to all of them. But you can see here, to get started, I just need to confirm the email address and phone number I have on file for you. Email, manuel@agmagency.com. You guys can send me an email there if you have any questions. I'll try to get to it as much as possible. I'd rather you guys send me a text message to 813-212-2196, by the way. Those ones I answer. Emails, not that much. But point is that Damon is right now here capturing that identity. And it also has my, it also has my email right here. All right, my phone number. That one, yes, that's my direct phone number, my personal line. All right, so you can see here that the cool thing about Manychat is that because it's connected with Facebook Messenger, that information, Facebook Messenger already possesses it. So all I gotta do is select an option that says reply type, and I select as phone number and email. And when I do that, and I let the person reply, actually I can pull that data up from Facebook Messenger and just let somebody confirm it. So I can go over here, and I can just hit confirm. And once I hit confirm, that information goes straight into my CRM. And that's the cool thing about this particular strategy right here. So you can see now, you get the idea how it's list generation on steroids, right? So social media content and doing a lot of it and getting people to interact with us and engage with us, it's another factor to getting that lead flow to never stop and keep on moving forward. All right? So free resources, mini courses, social media content to get them in. Value, a lot of value. Contests, one of my favorite things of all time. Running a contest that gives people a ton of value, that makes everybody a winner, and then a few people big time winners. It makes everybody a winner. Everybody wins something, whether that's an Amazon gift card, or they get access to something for free, or you give them a free course, or whatever it is that you're giving them. Everybody wins something. And that's something that you can run, and Manychat could be your go-to place to get all these things set up. I think you get the idea, right? So you got to get set up with that. Now, if you guys have questions on how to get started, all you got to do is send me a message. Send me a text message, 813-212-2196, and I can give you access to some training. I have free training, and I have more advanced paid training that you guys can get done. I have it all. I have been doing it for a while. I'm giving it all to you. I have templates, systems, flows, education, step-by-step, tutorials, all of it. We got all of it. So if you guys need any guidance on step-by-step, just go ahead and reach out. The first thing that you can do is that you can go to and you can get your own course done inside Messenger on the basics of Messenger marketing. If you go to m.me, actually, let's do this. If you go to manuelsuarez.com, you can save that link, manuelsuarez.com/messenger. That's going to take you to a free course that's going to teach you the basics of Messenger marketing directly inside Messenger. You guys saw what I did. manuelsuarez.com/messenger, and you're going to get started on a free Messenger course. At the end of that course, if you want to get the next level of training, then we also have access to that. And that's something that you guys can keep on acquiring along the way as you keep on increasing your skill every single day. So you can see over here, you can see here, welcome to the Messenger Marketing Basics mini course. In this course, I'm going to share some of the basics of Manychat and how to use it to build your Messenger channel. The entire mini course, by the way, will be all here in Messenger. When you're ready to start the course, click the button below to watch the first video, and you can get started right here. Obviously, this is lead generation. You guys are going to come into my list if you're not already on it, and hopefully you get a lot of value from it, and I get a chance to present to you offers along the way that might help take your business to the next level. We all win, right? That's the way it works. Okay, good. So that being said, the final 8 minutes of the Facebook and YouTube Live, I want to go over some of the basics of that. So let's go ahead and look at the platform. We're over here on the platform. I'm going to switch over. Let's go to Damon's, just for fun. I'm going to go to Damon John's page. And we got over here Damon, and let's see. If I want to create a flow, see, you got this one, right? Okay, I'm going to click a couple more buttons on this one, all right? If I want to create a flow to get somebody through a conversation, I literally have to go to over here, automation, and then I'm going to click on flows. And over here at the top right, I'm going to select new flow. And when I select new flows, I can start building that conversation of what I want to create for people, whether that's a mini course or that's a flash sale or a contest or anything that I want to put out there. I can start here with the word new flow. So I can create, for example, you have templates over here that Manychat is giving you access to. Exclusive offer for your Facebook audience. Send Facebook ad leads to Messenger. Collect phone numbers and emails. These are templates already. Welcome your customers. Automate support. Nurture your customers. Send personalized offers. Get customer info from Google Sheets, etc. Event reminders, and so on. In this case, we can create an empty flow. And I can call this a Facebook Live announcement. I'm going to create this. And then starting step over here, this flow starts. And you can see how this thing is like a flow builder. How cool is this, right? So from one step, I can go ahead and drag this thing. Look at this. How cool is that, right? I can drag this thing and create a new step. And then I can select, do I want to do an SMS? Do I want to do an email? Do I want to start another flow? Do I want to just do a Facebook Messenger, follow-up messages? What do I want to do? That's how you build this conversation right here. You're creating a flow. And you can send that to your entire list of subscribers right there. And there's many things that you do have to learn. There are some curves that you have to go through to be able to learn the Manychat platform. But it is simple and it's step by step. So the starting step is going to be a message, and I can say something like select type. This one could be a let's just do an activate feature, and I'm going to do a pre-registered. 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to start writing a message here, and the message is what's up, and then I can do first name over here, and it's going to pull that first name there. I'm about to go live right now on Facebook. Click the button below to join me. See you there. Obviously, I'm saying what's up because that's how Damon speaks himself. If you heard him talk in Shark Tank, he's one of the co-hosts of the Shark Tank show. You're going to see that, that's the way he talks. So you want to talk like the person. So over here, you can add a button. And when you add a button, you can select what you want that button to do. So you can click on, I'm going to say join Facebook Live. We got that right there. And then we're going to go ahead and select open website. And then we're going to enter link.com right here. And that's the link right there. And now we have this message over here. And that's how you start structuring the message. And if somebody clicks on that link, you can actually continue to another step over here. Because now you have somebody that interacted with your bot. And it opens up the window for you to be able to send a follow-up message afterwards to this particular person. And now you can say something like, let's do a smart delay. And we can say, we're going to delay that to hours. And we're going to say 12 hours. Or let's say 6 hours. And we're going to do it like that. And now we have the smart delay here, which means that from that initial message, it's going to wait for 6 hours. And then we're going to do another message. And that's going to be, let's say, a Facebook message. Maybe I want to do an SMS. Maybe I want to do both at the same time. Everything is possible here. So I'm going to do Facebook Messenger. And we're going to select the message over here. And the message is going to say something like, hey, first name. I hope you enjoyed the Facebook Live. I wanted to tell you about a mastermind I have coming up. Are you interested? It's going to help you take your business to the next level. Okay, so simple message like that. Again, you have all kinds of options here. You can do a complicated message. You can do a simple message. There's some rules that you have to abide by. And then you got to use some tagging, what the content type is, Facebook messages, etc. You got to get those things properly set up. And then over here, we're over here in this message again. And now we can add a button right here that says something like, tell me more. And what happens when they click on tell me more? Well, you know who decides what happens when they click on tell me more? You do. Not the system. you can build that conversation out based on what you're trying to accomplish yourself on that conversation. So I can just grab it over here and select what do I want to do. So over here I have this conversation. Let's try to zoom out a little bit. This is the conversation that starts being created over here, right? So now I have this message over here, and it says, hope you enjoyed it. What's the next step over here? I can create that next step. I create that next step, right? And I can say SMS, or I can do email or whatever. Okay, great. Let me tell you about the offer that we have going on. Click this link to find out more on our website, or here's a little video from me, Damon, about that particular offer right there. Once I have that ready and I want to test it out, I can actually go ahead and give that a preview, and it's going to send me a message directly on my own messenger. All right, so hope that you guys are ready to roll with this. All right, I wanted to give you a brief intro. It's not really brief anymore. It's been an hour, but I did wanted to emphasize on the importance of utilizing Manychat to grow your business in 2021, because it is a platform that is growing and it's getting better with time, and it's becoming more of an omnipresent platform for you to be able to capture identities and communicate to everyone, everywhere, in all these different places where people have attention. So if you guys want to have access to the training, remember there's a free course that you guys can get access to, m.me/the ninja or you can go directly to the actual mini course, which is going to be manuelsuarez.com/messenger. All right. So I gave you guys a couple of links. manuelsuarez.com/messenger takes you to the mini course on messenger marketing. manuelsuarez.com/Manychat takes you to create your Manychat account. And if you guys want to send me a message, 813-212-2196 is my phone number. Send me a text message there with any questions that you have in the subject of Manychat, and I will be able to help you and guide you in the right direction. All right, so that being said, it is Thursday. It is 11 a.m. Eastern time. Hope that you guys have a great rest of the week. And all I got to say before we end this social marketing hour is go Bucks. Brady's going for number 7. Let's go. I'm in Tampa, by the way. I'll see you guys in the next one.